less than 48 hours and Pluto is in Aquarius. It's official. And we're almost done with Scorpio season. Expect the next several days, really until Sagittarius season starts, all right? So like November 21st, 22nd, time-wise. I expect there to be some major endings for sure, which usher in major beginnings. That's true. That's kind of just the nature of Pluto and Scorpio. However, this Scorpio season kicked me out of thin air. Where did that come from? I don't know. This is also being amplified by what just happened with the full moon on November 15th. We also had Saturn go direct. That full moon kind of set us up in the environment of big realizations, big finalizations, big understandings. And what we do with these big understandings is not necessarily for yet. We're just receiving a lot of information so that we can clear it out, so that we understand. Have you ever had a teacher hand you a tool? Okay, they hand you a book, a tool, something. They're like, listen, you're not going to need this yet. You're not going to need it for maybe the next couple months or maybe even the next couple of years, but you're going to need it. So you hang on to it and you take care of it, because when the time comes, you better have that tool. You better have it sitting around. You better have it. We see you with it. Okay, keep track of it. This is now your responsibility. That's the end of Scorpio season this year. All of this information that's coming up right now, it could be, especially because Saturn right now is in Pisces, okay? It could be prophecies about your life or your gifts or the direction that you're going. Pluto in Aquarius is like 20 years. That's a long time. And that 20 years is paired with the lunar nodes. Pluto moves out of Aquarius in 2043 and 2044, which is, it's a while in the future, okay? It's a while. But the lunar nodes that we're in right now, Libra and Aries, the south node being in Libra specifically, and the north node being in Aries, that is also around 20 years. It's like 18 and a half years, and that returns in 2042 and 2043. So we have Pluto in Aquarius paired with this eclipse nodes, like the lunar nodes, with Saturn in Pisces, which is like our spiritual practices and disciplines, all right? So just like let the information come through and keep it where you need to. Keep it secret, keep it sacred. That's what I say. If I need to keep it secret and sacred at the same time. Otherwise, I'll share if I need to. That's true. But there's a lot of information that's coming up right now that's probably just for you. And part of Pluto in Aquarius is about who do you trust? Who do you trust and why do you trust them? And are you going to rush yourself to trust people? I sure hope not. I sure hope not. But thankfully, that's not my decision to make. So also true. Also true. As someone who has an 11th house Saturn and is Pluto Scorpio ruled and Saturn ruled, I very highly recommend that you create really great boundaries, very small, detail-oriented boundaries around trust and your exchanges with social circles and spaces. Just as a preparation note, just start to pay attention about your social boundaries and make them very detailed. That is going to be applicable for every single person going into this era, because Aquarius is the 11th house. That's just what it is. Where was I going? There was a whole other point that was, oh yeah, all this information that's coming through, that's where I was going with this. Okay, because also still valid. We're not meant to rush our assignment or our direction over the next 20 years. Like if you actually have done the work to set yourself up for a journey with Pluto and Aquarius and these lunar nodes as well for the next 20 years. Over the previous month, and it just keeps getting more serious, and it's going to be serious until we get out of Scorpio season. That's just what we're in right now. There's going to be messages. So just pay attention, all right? Just pay attention to what you're feeling. What are the messages that are coming through? What direction are you really thinking about going for you? How are you able to apply that for yourself? Are you able to make those directions possible? How much time is it going to take? Because that's also Saturn oriented. Literally had to sit down with myself last night and be like, all right, I want to do this and I want to do these other things, but to do these other things, I have to do this other thing first. And that needs to take a certain amount of time because that is Saturn. So being able to, and Pluto is about your decisions. So deciding how much time things are going to take is still applicable in this era. So if you're getting those prophecy messages, or you've been doing divinations, stuff like that, the spiritual messages, those have been coming through and you're like, this is what I see. This is my purpose. This is where I want to be. This is where I'm going for the next 20 years. Just keep listening. Keep listening, keep listening, keep listening. And all that information, all that beautiful sacred information, keep a secret. Keep a secret. Keep it close to you as we start to go into this next space. I will be starting out this era with layers upon layers upon layers especially about to go through my Saturn return, layers upon layers upon layers upon layers and layers and layers and layers of different boundaries. Those secrets for me, they're under lock and key. And those locks and keys are completely imaginary, all right? It's like some ancient riddle box that will not be opened by anyone else. They're so deeply concealed. I say that so jokingly, but I'm being so serious. And that's why I'm laughing, is because, like, kind of, not that I wish I wasn't being serious about it, but, like, it's just ridiculous how actually serious about it I am. Oh, gosh. Anyways, that's some directional help, just some stuff that's going on, and also, too, how I'll be moving through this for myself. Yes, so apply as needed. And check out those crossovers of your Aquarius placements and house and your 11th placements and house if you had not done so already. Especially if you like to study and be a little bit headier about it, get the information. That's true. We're also in the process of just like letting go of anything that is not going to work for us, serve us, be good for us while we are moving into Pluto and Aquarius. And so I know for myself, this has been like a really turbulent, so volatile, emotional time of just like all these memories and all these feelings coming up. Kind of a purge, to be honest with you. Just like get it out now. Get it out now. But we still have some days with that. So just a heads up, move how you need to. This video is longer, so let me not drag it out. Gratitude, ribbons of love to you. Keep doing what you need to do. Keep up your brew. And I'll be right there too. That's true. That's true. And I'll talk to you soon. Also true.